Good afternoon, it's Daniel Christensen, Golden Creek Bee Company. Today is the end of January, and one of the things that I've been meaning to do in the apiary the last couple weeks is to start looking at some of the beehives and starting to look for any kind of trouble. Trouble would be hives that don't seem like I see brood, or any other things that kind of that don't look so hot. While I'm in those hives, I'm going to be doing my January checks. I'm going to link up the video that I did on what those January checks are. So we'll be looking for primarily food storage. Like, subscribe, and let's come on over to the apiary. Okay, so we're going to go through this hive. You can see this one still has a little bit of sugar still left over on the inner cover that from a little bit of sugar there. You can already see this top box is almost completely filled up here. So we're gonna go right into the brood box and cut this box and get it down. Alright, so now we're down to the brood box. We'll do some more smoke down there. You can see that they started putting some larvae and stuff up on the inner covers. So we'll scrape that off, as much as I don't want to get rid of it. It'll make opening up the hive a little bit challenging. So what we need to do now is go through a couple frames now. This bottom box feels really light. I just see pollen on that frame. Nothing on that. Nothing on that guy. So we'll stick it to the side. Just keep going through here. Here we go. Now I'm seeing some cat brood. I'm seeing some drone brood. So definitely have a laying queen in here. Yep, got some nice cat brood on this side. I don't see any larvae in there, but I do see larvae and eggs on that side, so we definitely have a laying queen. Okay, I'm not going to dig too much more into there once I see some evidence that we got a laying queen in there. Then all I'm going to do is just put the frame back. Smoke it down a little bit. We're going to look at another nuke, and we need to first get to the bottom. Okay, so once again, I'm seeing them starting to put burr comb in between. I got brood here. Smoke them up. Scrape all this burr comb off. Okie dokie. All right, so we just went through, or I went through 20 hives. And interesting enough, they were all pretty good. Didn't have any that I found that did not seem to have a queen in them. There was 4 that I thought today didn't seem to have queens. And so you know, you saw kind of what I do, which is just go through the hives. Unfortunately, my battery died and some of the tail end hives. What I will tell you about those is I found one hive that actually had just a tiny little amount of brood, a bunch of drone brood, and I actually thought the queen wasn't that maybe there wasn't a queen there, and maybe there was a worker laying in there. But when I dug into that hive, I found the queen. So what I did was I grabbed some brood from some of my other hives. As you saw, the hives that I showed you are pretty darn strong, at least the 10 frame hives. So I grabbed a couple frames of brood from those 10 frame hives, stuck them in there, and I'm gonna just kind of see what happens in the next couple weeks and see if that gets the hive kind of a little bit of re-energized. So that's kind of what we did today. I'd encourage you, you know, obviously the weather here, just so you know, in Texas is 60 degrees. Actually, I think it was 61 earlier. It's dropped down a little bit now. I think it's like 54. I start feeling it cooling off. So watch the temperatures getting in the hives. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And again, like, subscribe. Until the next time we go in the apiary, signing off. We'll talk to you later.